Hello everyone, welcome to business statistics class. So in previous video we had seen some of the basic concepts of mathematics that we'll be using throughout the probability topic, and we had seen what is probability and some of the important definitions, and also we had seen the classical definition of probability, that is probability of an event A is equal to number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes, which is m by n. So in this class we will solve some probability problems. So the first problem is find the probability of head in the toss of a fair coin. So here fair coin means it should be unbiased. So first let us write the sample space. So when you toss a coin, there will be two outcomes, either it will be head or it will be a tail. So therefore in sample space it is denoted by S, and in flower bracket we will write H comma T, where H is head and T is tail. So here there are two outcomes, therefore small n is equal to 2, that is total number of outcomes. Let A be an event. So in the question they have asked us to find the probability of head. So let us consider the event A to be when you toss a coin, head appears. So event A represents head appears. So the number of favorable outcomes is just 1. So m is 1. Therefore probability of getting head is equal to probability of A, which is m by n, by using the classical definition of probability. Here m is 1 and n is 2. Therefore we get probability of head is equal to 1 by 2. So there is 50% of chance that whenever you toss a coin, head appears. And if they had asked what is the probability of tail, then we can take the complement of event A, that is 1 minus probability of A, which is probability of tail appears. So 1 minus 1 by 2, which is again 1 by 2. So there is equal chance of getting head and tail, that is there is 0.5 probability that we will get head, and there is 1 by 2 or 0.5 probability that we will get tail. So the second problem is find the probability that a throw of an unbiased die results in, the first sub question is an ace, that is number 1. The second sub question is an even number, and the third question is a multiple of 3. So the sample space of a throwing a die is capital S is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is there are 6 outcomes. So when you throw a die, so the upper face may be 1, or you may get 2, or you may get 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So there are 6 equal likely outcomes. Therefore small n is equal to 6. Now let us consider each sub question. So the first sub question is the throw results in an ace. Ace means number 1. So let us consider it to be an event A. Therefore event A has one favorable outcome. So small m is equal to 1. So whenever you throw a die, there is only one m on that dice. Therefore the favorable outcome is 1. Therefore probability of getting ace is equal to probability of event A, which is m by n, by using classical definition of probability, that is number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So 1 upon 6 is the probability. So let us see the second sub question. So the second sub question is the throw results in an even number. So let us consider this to be an event B. Therefore event B has 3 favorable outcomes, namely 2, 4, 6. So when you throw a die, you may get even number, that is 2, 4 or 6. So there are 3 possible outcomes of getting an even number. Therefore, probability of even number is equal to probability of event B. Again, by using classical definition, we will get m upon n. So here m is 3 because there are 3 favorable outcomes, and n is total number of outcomes, which is 6. So 3 by 6 is equal to 1 by 2. So again, you can even consider the throw results in an odd number. So taking the complement of this, which will be again 1 by 2, that is 1 minus probability of B, which is 1 by 2. So the third sub question is, throwing a die results in a multiple of 3. So in the sample space, check there is only 2 outcomes, that is favorable for event C, that is multiple of 3. So 3 and 6 are multiple of 3. Therefore, event C has 2 favorable outcomes, namely 3 and 6. Our small m is equal to 2. Probability of multiple of 3 is equal to probability of event C, which is m upon n, that is 2 by 6, which is 1 by 3. So the third question is, a bag contains 3 white, 4 red and 2 green balls. One ball is selected at random from the bag. Find the probability that the selected ball is white, non-white or white or green. So what they have given in the question is, there is a bag which contains 3 white, 4 red and 2 green balls. Among these balls, one ball is selected and it is a random selection. So we have to find out the probability of getting a white ball, getting a non-white ball or getting white or green ball. So the bag totally has 9 balls, that is 3 plus 4 plus 2, which is 9. 3 white balls, 4 red balls and 2 green balls. So there are totally 9 balls in a bag. Since the ball drawn can be any one of them, there are 9 equally likely outcomes. So among these 9 balls, you can pick any one ball which has equally likely outcomes. Therefore, small n is equal to 9, that is total number of outcomes. So let us consider the first sub question, which is selected ball is white. So let us consider it to be event A. So event A represents the selected ball is white. So there are 3 white balls in a bag. Therefore, out of 9 outcomes, 3 are favorable to event A. Therefore, probability of white ball is probability of event A. Again, by using classical definition, we will get m by n. So m is 3 because there are 3 favorable outcomes. That is, there are 3 white balls. So 3 divided by 9, which is 1 by 3. So the probability of getting white ball is 1 by 3. So let us consider the second sub question, that is the selected ball is non-white. So event B is nothing but it is the complement of event A. Event A is the selected ball is white. So when you take the complement, we will get the selected ball is non-white. So we know probability of non-white balls is equal to probability of B by taking complement, which is 1 minus probability of A. So 1 minus, we got probability A as 1 by 3. So the final answer is 2 by 3. Therefore, the probability of getting non-white ball is 2 by 3. Or else you can solve it directly. If you have already calculated the probability of white balls, then it is convenient to take the complement. If you have not calculated probability of white ball, then what we can do is we can use the concept of combination. So the question is selected ball is non-white. So what does that mean? So the selected white ball can be either a red ball or a green ball. So there are 4 red balls and 2 green balls. Among these, we are selecting just one ball. So 4C1 plus 2C1, which is, when you simplify this using the formula of combination, that is n is 4 and r is 1, your n is 2 and c is 1, we will get it as 4 plus 2, which is 6, and the total number of balls is 9. So again 3 2s are 6 and 3 3s are 9. We will get the probability of non-white ball as 2 by 3. So if you have already calculated probability of white ball, then it is convenient to take the complement, or else you can simplify. So let us consider the third sub question, that is the selected ball is white or green. So there are 3 white and 2 green balls in the bag. Therefore, out of 9 outcomes, 5 are either white or green. Therefore, probability of getting white or green ball is probability of C, which is 5 by 9. Here 5 is nothing but there are 5 favorable outcomes. So let us see the fourth question, that is, one card is drawn from a well shuffled pack of playing cards. Find the probability that the card drawn is a heart, it is a king, belongs to red suit. The fourth sub question is, the card drawn is a king or a queen, and the fifth one is, the card drawn is a king or a heart. So first let us understand what playing cards are. So a pack of playing cards has 52 cards. So among these 52 cards, there are 4 suits, namely spade, club, heart and diamond. So heart and diamond are in red color and spade and club are in black color. So in each suit there are 13 denominations, that is ace, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, that is J, queen and king. So there are 4 suits, that is spade, club, heart and diamond. These 2 are red and these 2 are black, and each suit has 13 cards. So these 13 are nothing but ace, that is 1 and up to 10. So there are 10 number cards and 3 cards which are jack, king and queen. So total there are 52 cards. So with this, let us try to find out the answer. So let us consider the first sub question. Also, a card selected at a random may be any of the 52 cards. Therefore, there are 52 equally likely outcomes. Therefore, small n is equal to 52. They have asked in question that a card, that is one card, is drawn from a well shuffled pack. So that one card can be any of the cards from those 52 cards. Therefore, small n is 52. So let us consider the first sub question, that is, let event A be selected card is a heart. So there are 13 hearts in a pack. Therefore, 13 outcomes are favorable to event A. By using the classical definition of probability, probability of heart is equal to probability of A, which is 13 divided by 52, which is 1 by 4. Therefore, the probability of getting a card as heart is 1 by 4. So your M is 13 and N is 52. The next sub question is, selected card is a king. So let event B be representing that the card selected is king, and we know there are 4 kings in a pack, that is each king belongs to one suit, that is one king is in heart, one king is in spade, one is in club and one is in diamond. So therefore there are 4 kings in a pack. Therefore we get small m as 4 because there are 4 outcomes that are favorable to event B. Therefore probability of getting a king is probability of B, which is 4 divided by 52, which is 1 upon 13. So probability of getting a king is 1 by 13. So now let us consider the third sub-question, that is, let event C be selected card belongs to red suit. So we know there are two suit which is red, that is hearts and diamonds, and there are 13 heart cards and 13 diamond cards in a pack. Therefore there are 26 favorable outcomes to event C. So 13 heart cards and 13 diamond cards. In total there are 26 red cards, that is small m is 26. Therefore probability of red card is equal to probability of C, which is m by n. M is 26, n is 52. So red card is, its probability is 1 by 2. So if they had asked probability of getting black card, then just take the complement. So 1 minus 1 by 2, it is again 1 by 2. So the probability of getting black card is also 1 by 2. So the fourth sub question is, let event D be selected card is a king or a queen. So there are 4 kings and 4 queens in a pack. Therefore 8 outcomes are favorable to event D. So therefore probability of getting king or queen is equal to probability of D, which is 8 divided by 52. Therefore the probability of king or queen is 2 by 13. So the fifth sub question is, let the event E be selected card is a king or a heart. So we know there are 4 kings in a pack of cards and there are 13 heart cards in a pack. So among these 13 heart cards, we have 1, 2 up to 10 numbers, and there is a jack, there is a king, and there is a queen. So there is 1 king in this 13 heart card. Therefore we can write m as 4 plus 13 minus 1, which is 16 outcomes are favorable to event E. Because in this 4 kings we have already included a king which belongs to heart. Therefore we get m as 16. So therefore probability of getting a king or a heart is probability of E, which is 16 divided by 52, which is 4 by 13. So the fifth question is, a bag contains 8 tickets which are marked with numbers 1, 2, 3 up to so on till 8. Find the probability that the ticket drawn at random from the bag is marked 1, an even number. The second sub question is, the card or the ticket drawn at random from the bag is marked as a multiple of 3. So they have given a bag contains 8 tickets which are marked numbers 1, 2, 3 up to so on till 8. So we have to find out the probability that a ticket drawn is an even number. So the selection can be any one of the 8 numbers. Therefore there are 8 likely outcomes, that is small n is equal to 8. First let us consider the first sub question, that is the selected ticket is an even number. So among these 8 cards, 8 tickets, there are 4 even numbers, which is 2, 4, 6, 8. Therefore small m is equal to 4. Therefore probability of getting an even number is probability of A, which is 4 by 8, which is 1 by 2. Your total number of outcomes is 8. Favorable outcome is 4. Therefore we will get the probability of getting an even number is 1 by 2, and taking complement we will get probability of getting an even number, which is again 1 by 2. The second sub question is, let event B be selected number is a multiple of 3. So among the sample space 1, 2, 3 up to so on till 8, we get 2 selections which is multiple of 3, that is 3 and 6. So small m is equal to 2. Therefore there are 2 favorable outcomes to event B. Therefore probability of getting a card that is multiple of 3 is probability of B, which is 2 by 8, which is 1 by 4. So these were some simple problems of probability. In the next class we will solve few more problems using the classical definition of probability. So that's it for today's class.